Hello.
Hi.
It's a new episode of the Buffalo House Podcast.
Yeah.
We had a guest on.
Yeah, it was really fun. Oh, did we forget to turn the light off?
No idea if it was noticeable to you, but I saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah, we had a guest. That was really fucking awesome to have in
Yeah.
this room. I love it in this setup. Do you guys like it in this setup?
I liked it a lot more. Tell us what you thought.
He was
Comment.
really fun.
Yeah, I love Jeff, dude. I want to see him again. Let's cheers
Yes.
and then get into other news. Local. No.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, buddy. I no longer live over there as of the time you're watching this.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Sunday.
I think I do still technically live over that way.
No, you live that way.
I live that way now. Yeah, I moved.
Yeah.
I got the keys today as of recording. It's a really nice place. I hope you liked it when you see it.
Yeah.
Future, you
I'm
leave a
sure
comment and
it's
tell me.
really awesome.
Yeah.
I love the layout.
Yeah. What was your favorite part?
The granite is really nice colored.
It's marble.
It's
I actually don't know what it is.
No, it's I'm excited to actually go over to it
Yeah.
once we move all your shit in, but dude, that's really cool. It's going to help us a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down to record and actually have shit to talk about for once. It's a somber catch-22 though, because it's like, oh, I'm moving out of my best friend's house, but it's also like I got my own place. I can be naked in it. You know,
Yeah, basically.
catch-22. I can't be naked with my best friend around.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way.
I have a lot of widows.
Windows. I thought you said widows, and I was like,
Surprise.
we need to have a discussion. How many widows?
What is the appropriate
What is the appropriate amount of widows to have as a male? I'm gonna go with 2. Every man by the age of 45 should have 2 widows.
Because that's the thing is, I feel like if you have one, if you have one widow, if you are a widow, one time, you can, if you wanted to find love again, you could.
Yeah, if it happens a second time, then there's a message.
Yeah,
sent
someone
to you.
that after that, like you end up running into like what lady is gonna like. What are my chances now? Because that's a fucking. You'd really have to get into the numbers. You'd be like, all right, how many women have you dated? But the problem is like, I would assume if you've.
Is there an average?
What do you think it? I would imagine it's just got to be like 0.8 because it's not.
Well, I'm only
Or
I'm about to be
1.2?
30. I was gonna say, let's say I've dated 30 women in my life. Let's not assume now because I'm only 30 years old. That's a
Yeah.
crazy number.
No.
No, I'm nowhere close.
No.
Let's say I've dated 30 women, married twice. Both of them died. Not my fault.
So that's two. Oh boy, I'm not good at math.
That's
It's a lot. It's not good.
yeah. That's 6%.
That's way more than it should
It's
be.
not even a tenth. That's not even a tip.
It's
just 6%.
That would just no. Can you imagine though? Because there is someone out there that's like that. It's just like
There has to be.
has some really bad luck, and he's just
You
like,
also-
"Is it me?"
You reminded me of a story you told me that I don't want to talk about on the podcast.
Oh, from my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's not my story to tell.
Yeah. It's a fun story. Though.
But it is.
Yeah.
I kind of want to tell it.
I kind of wanted to, but also no.
But I'm not.
We're going to leave you in suspense, motherfucker. What time is this coming out? Next week?
Next month.
15th?
Yeah, the day.
Yeah. Happy November 15th.
Happy day it came out.
Um,
Which is, the 15th.
Hey, future Edie. Your day probably sucked because your team lead's on vacation all week. And you probably lost a lot of your staff by now for reasons that we won't dwell into. But I hope you're having a good day, man. Keep your head up. Monday's going to suck. I know it is. It's going to suck ass.
You got this.
Yeah, you got vodka in the freezer. I put it in there for you. It's nice and chilled.
Nice.
You've got
and
27 Red Bulls because you went to Costco and bought a bunch of Red Bull.
You're like, I got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bitch.
It's all Red Bull, my guy.
I just need wings.
Actually, yeah.
Dude.
We're setting up a GoFundMe to get me kitchen supplies.
Speaking of wings, how many fucking back to widows.
Back to widows. Dude, oh my god, I honestly, if we want to get deep, I could not imagine that. Like being a I don't want to say widower because that implies that I was the one causing the widowy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't do that, man. We talked about this before off podcast, but holy shit, that'd be.
Oh, dude, yeah, I don't know. Like it's interesting. Like if I don't know, if they died while like I was with them, I probably would just never do anything again. Yeah. But if we broke up prior to that, then maybe.
There's that caveat. Yeah. You break up the next day. Oh no!
Oh shit!
Nobody knows you guys broke up, and you're like,
You're just laying there, and she's just like, "You're a cunt."
She's like, "I got you back, motherfucker."
And just
or I won't assume your sexuality. You know, you might be into dudes. I don't know. Maybe you're not ready to tell me yet.
No, I will. It will be
tomorrow. Melissa said no. I hope that got picked up on the camera.
Probably not. Maybe.
I was like, maybe you're into dudes. I don't know. Melissa's no.
Surprise. Her nickname is Peggy. Just yeah, yeet. No, dude. It's gonna be interesting once you're like actually settled into your place.
Yeah.
And
dude,
then
I'm honestly very excited to have you over, man.
We have actually acquired more equipment to further us to bring fun things.
Yes. Do you have it readily available? Oh, it's right there.
No, I do, but I don't.
I'll point to it for off camera. It's right there. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. You'll see it. No,
is
you
that
won't.
a dildo next to it?
Surprise.
What sketch is that?
Well, I haven't.
Is that for the OnlyFans?
Yes.
January 15th, 2022. Actually, no, February 22nd. It's a Tuesday.
Okay. That works.
Yeah, it is actually a Tuesday. Yeah. It's 2/22/22.
Let's get intimate.
What's funny is I'm going to forget that joke.
And then
someone's going to call us out and be like, you got to fucking do it now, man.
Like, bro, where's your hole?
Where's your hole, bro?
And we want to see your hole.
I mean, I have my own place now. I could let me borrow some of the lighting.
A lot of mirrors.
I got a lot of mirrors.
A lot of different angles.
No one caught that joke, man. Like, all the mirrors are strategically placed. Like, I not many people can see from the pictures, but that was the joke. Was if you look in those rooms, where would you place a bed? The only feasible spot is right in front of that fucking mirror in every room. And I'm like,
yep.
There's a lot of mirrors in here. Why are the mirrors right there?
Just don't do the like underlook.
Yeah, you can't do the underlook. You don't want to see your undercarriage, man.
Fucking, it's good. Like you're just like I said. The one moment you're like accidentally like bent down to like pick up a sock off the ground where you're just turned around and you like your peripheral vision like sees something. You're like, what is it? It's a nightmare.
My anus is Chewbacca. Oh no. I'm not gonna send you a Snapchat of my asshole, but I'm going to send you a Snapchat at like 2 a.m. of just that.
I looked. Just the fucking bent over V with a blackout spot just as I looked.
Oh no.
Oh,
I am excited for it though, man.
To look?
Not to look at my asshole. Although it's in my head now, so you know I'm gonna be sitting there one day like,
oh no,
I've never seen my own asshole.
Yeah, it takes. I have not yet either, but I mean, like I've almost looked for reasons type things, but like not. I've never like took a real gander.
I almost looked once.
It winked.
It winked at me. I stared into the abyss, and the abyss stared back. But no, I've talked about it before. I had a lot of poop problems as a baby.
Yeah.
This is gross. So here's your fucking trigger warning. I got what's called a fissure.
Yeah.
Which is basically I tore myself a new asshole, basically.
Woo.
Yeah, and there was like blood, and I was like, oh no, I'm dying.
He was really the shit.
Yeah, and I was gonna look, but then I like couldn't figure out how to look at it, so I just went to the doctors, and they were like, yeah, you, layman's term, ripped your butt.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Not bad enough for stitches, which had me thinking like that would be a horrible spot to have stitches.
Yeah, that's gotta be really rough.
Yeah, it's difficult to keep clean.
Well, I feel like at that point they would. At what point is your butthole have to be stitched enough to be forced to have a colostomy bag? Why do we always talk about shit?
I'm sure I know this fact. It's rattling in there. I used to do medical. I'm sure I know the fact.
I am sorry. We're gonna continue this, but
I don't. It would have to be really bad, because I've known people that have had like 6 inches of stitches from their butthole.
That's just...
Yeah. Also, to everybody that wants kids, 80% of pregnancies, last I checked, you can rip both holes.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's about roughly 8 inches from one hole to the other, and people have ripped that distance.
The medical term for that is called the gaper.
I don't think that's the actual medical term. I think it's called
the vahole.
The vahole. It's a bussy.
It's a bussy.
Oh no.
Oh, bussy. Oh God, that's terrible.
Here's the fun thing.
Put that on a shirt. Show us your bussy. No.
I was an OBGYN nurse for a few months.
Oh God. That is so
I'm not
off-putting.
laughing at this to happen to people. I'm laughing at the absurdity of what we're talking about. Like, we literally somehow got to bussy, but medically. Oh no.
I'm trying to unfortunately what would you a penal?
Oh, I've seen those too. Yeah. I talked
That's not
about the
bad.
split. Have I talked about the split hot dog on here?
I think so. Maybe
Probably.
a long time ago.
Yeah. Dude,
Spoiler warning for
catheter.
dudes.
Yeah. Dude, if you have a catheter, don't pull it out.
Never.
I don't care if I've talked about it before. There's a bulb at the end of the catheter that sits in your bladder. It's a ways down. It's about that big. I don't know if you can tell on camera. That's a little bigger than a quarter, roughly.
It hurts.
You pull. It's gonna come out. It's gonna look like you put a hot dog in the microwave for about 4.5 minutes.
Gotta go slow
to protect your hull.
Oh my God.
You have no idea how many times I've seen that though.
Oh, dude, that is just not cool, man. I'm sorry, my mind is just unfortunately it's always traumatizing. You're just kind of like, you get like that. What's that? The sound from Jackass, just like,
yeah, the fucking the chants, yeah.
Just like you're just like mind-numbingly no. But I'm sorry. That really I forgot that we went to that now. And I'm like, dude, that's rough.
So how'd you like the last episode?
Yeah. Honestly, having oh, you're hitting the wall.
Oh shit, I might be.
Yeah. Having Jeff on was really cool. Having a guest in this room.
It was a fucking blast. It's hot in here. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I've been moving a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is Cam's shirt.
Oh.
Shout out Cam for loaning me a shirt so I go to work, but this is a small.
Got it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Well, if anything, I mean, we'll be okay. Everything's fine. I was, okay, so do you have any ideas on here about, for the audience, do you ever think of funny sketches that we should do?
Oh, yeah. We got new equipment. We can actually start doing sketches. Give
Yeah,
us some
we're
ideas,
gonna-
my guys.
Yeah, we're finally going to get to that point.
Yeah.
It's actually, like, we're close to filming soon.
Yeah. We did say first step was me getting situated in my own place, and that's now, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's just that and getting going on it. So, that being said, I'm gonna say, do you have anything? I wrote down stuff before I get to it, but I say, did you have anything else that you wanted to grab to before we go to questions and then?
Honestly, I got
some
nothing,
transition
man.
stuff?
Like, I apologize if this is a boring episode, but like, moving came kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like,
it
so,
really
like,
did. That was
yeah.
just like all of a sudden they're like, "Yo," and then
Yeah, and then all the other stuff. It was literally Yoma, and then like, yeah. So I got nothing, but I do plan to start writing down topics and stuff that we can start discussing, because it does seem like we're going to start getting a few viewers and whatnot. I do like the freeform stream of consciousness stuff, but
yes,
no, I don't want to talk about that on here.
oh.
Yeah, that's bad stuff. We'll talk about it off though, because it's
I
yeah.
yeah, we'll get to that
Yeah.
long time from now. I was thinking, so like when you listen to songs, unfortunately now that we've been talking about doing sketches and stuff, every time I hear a song, I just think of like, what movie would I put this song to, or like what kind of scene would I play this song to? And it always just makes me laugh, because like somehow they're always a comedy, or like if I listen to like Panama by Van Halen, I'm just like obviously like some kind of generic car chase, or like some kind of action packed.
Superbad has
Yeah.
the best scene for that song, but
Yeah.
that is also I haven't gone to therapy in a while, but I am processing a lot of the previous therapy and a lot of the figuring out my mental state.
That's gonna be
doing
fun to
that.
go back.
Oh, it's gonna be great, especially with all the other shit. Cheers, buddy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love how we're dropping subtle hints to this. Stick around until February 2022.
Yeah, basically. Nipple clamps. That's all I'm gonna say is nipple clamps.
Yeah, nipple clamps were the problem. Did you like that subtle joke I threw in there? I'll read it back to you after we film. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, the therapy stuff.
Yeah.
I told you my therapist and a couple other doctors also thought that I was like autistic, which explains a lot. That putting like cinema, like a story, to music and visualizing it is on the autism and ADHD shit.
Huh.
So my buddy, see a doctor.
We may have figured out a lot of things. I'm
Do
kidding.
you have?
I don't think.
Do you
so.
have? You do. I'm answering the question in my head. Do you have an involuntary reaction to things that upset you? For me, it's textures. For you,
It's people singing.
that actual physical cringe is some autism shit.
I feel like a lot more of that is just I hit my head a lot.
I was
Unfortunately,
gonna make a bad joke.
like literally, unfortunately, my head is like, if you feel it, there is just caves.
that's the weird thing. I've hit my head a lot too, and I have like a perfectly shaped head, aside from a dent here and a crack here.
I got all kinds of fucking
Like
bumps. I must have been dropped, and I ran into a lot of shit.
my grandpa held me into a ceiling fan.
My favorite thing is that, like, I remember, like, as a child, like, stealing, like a cousin, like, that was a female that had, like, dolls, and chucking them into fans to, like, watch them fly. Or, like, turning the fan off so I could set stuff on them and see how long they would. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, fuck.
That was so fun. But yeah, my grandpa actually did, like, it was an accident, but it was literally like that. Which might explain a lot.
It's so funny. It's just like, fuck. We just fanned this kid.
I love him. And if anybody asks, that didn't happen, I'll lie for you, man. It's cool.
Oh, my God.
But it's on record. I'm sorry.
That's so funny. Just, because, like, that's just, like, I remember, like, one of the times I remember saying to myself, like, God, I am fucked up, was, like, I went to the Raven Cafe up in Port Huron.
I gotta go to that.
We will have to go.
Yeah.
It's really great. But I'm up there, and we're sitting out on the balcony looking over, and there's, like, it's just people walking a lot, and then all of a sudden there's, like, a 4-year-old just riding her bike, and I am, like, the immediate first reaction my mind has is just like flip the fucking handlebars just over. Like that, I'm like, that is so bad, but I just immediately wanted to watch the like somersault, like and then just watch it happen from a distance and be like, well, I'm not gonna do anything about this.
Yeah.
I'm at a restaurant and I'm like, I'm just gonna.
I've been on the opposite side of that. I actually flipped over my handlebars on several occasions.
I have had that happen too.
But I flipped over them, and no one was around to see it. But as soon as I got back up, I was like, I hope someone got a laugh out of that. And like,
there's just some old man in the house that saw it. And like,
I was in like horrible pain. I'm pretty sure I broke my wrist that day. That's why it pops now.
Yeah.
Which, sorry, should have warned people. That's
they
gross.
couldn't hear it.
But as soon as I got up, I had like embarrassment. I was like, oh, someone's watching. Then I was like, yo, if I was watching, I'd be laughing my ass off. So I hope they got a show.
Well, I was in 6th grade, and I was riding my bike to school. It was maybe like a mile. And I'm just going down the street. Well, like for a while, like I noticed I had a mountain bike, and on the front of it, like there's like one of the latches, and it would just like spin a lot. And I was like, oh, whatever. Well, all of a sudden I ride my bike and I hit a bump that's literally like half an inch tall, like separation of the sidewalk bump.
That damn ass rock.
I mean, literally like just riding sidewalk, the difference in the height there popped like the tire off of the hinge, and I just forked into the cement, and I head over handlebars straight to the face to the ground. And then my backpack, like, well, like, I think I, like, almost caught myself, but, like, my backpack was on, so that hit me in the back of the head and just went, bah! I fucking busted, like, my front tooth here.
Oh,
I cracked, like, a quarter of it off. And there was a bunch of kids that were behind me, including a girl that I thought was really cute.
That's always
unfortunately.
Happens,
if I remember correctly. Yeah. It was a twin. But like
you and twins, my guy.
Hey,
I dated twins in kindergarten. Sorry, continue.
What other twin? Oh yeah. No, I ended up like.
I'm sorry, that delay. Then you just made eye contact. I was like, you're like, oh yeah.
No. So I ended up like, eat shit. Face hits the ground, and my tooth knocked out. I'm kind of like crying, but obviously everyone can see my tooth fucked up, and they're like, okay, we get it. Then some kid's mom was driving him to school, like pulls up on the street, like 2 houses down, and sees me like just doing this, being guided by like kids, and they're like, she's like, oh God, like she sees my bike on the ground. She's like, I know what happened. Makes her kid walk the rest of the way. And luckily, is I'm like, obviously, I rode my bike, so I'm close. So she's like, drops me off at home. And I had to go to work with my mom. She took me to get food. I ended up trying to, like, it's fucking, it was the worst. So, like, it was just cracked enough that the nerve was just barely exposed. So I, like, could barely eat. And, like, I was sitting there, like, she still had to, like, go to lunch at this thing. So we go to Sinbad's. And I'm like getting this burger and I'm sitting there like trying to eat with this nerve. I'm like, she's like chatting whoever and I'm just like, and just, it hurts. Oh, God. But yeah, then I finally got a cap on it. And luckily I haven't had to replace it yet. I'm sure I got another.
Eventually, yeah, you will.
A little bit. I'll have to replace it. But yeah, that was, we can, we'll use that. We'll ride that into transition. See you in a second. Hello.
Hi. We're back.
So like,
I had to sneeze really bad. All right. This one might be a short episode. It's really late. We're really tired. Brandon just ate. I just loaded my car up with a bunch of shit. So we're gonna cut right into questions. Friendly reminder for the people watching and or listening. Please send us some questions. We're running out of Google questions to ask each other, and we already know everything about each other because we're the bestest of friends. But anyways, there's this newish tofu-based fake meat product called like Hufu, and it is supposed to taste like humans. Would you eat it?
well, first, realistically, I'd want to know how the fuck they figured that out. First,
That was my thought process too.
To be like, all right, well, like, how do you know this tastes like human?
Who's their tester?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But then, like, if, like, I guess there is, like,
Yeah.
how is it done? But, like,
What seasoning did they put together?
I mean, I guess, like, I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, but here's my follow-up.
To be fair,
thing.
it's tofu, so, like,
How many, like, vegan, vegetarian, non-meat
options are supposed
products,
to taste like meat.
how many of those have actually tasted like what they're supposed to taste like to you? That you have not made yourself, like products that you have bought. Like,
other than, like, I mean, realistically, not really. Other than, like, you know, specialty restaurants where
that's the closest I've gotten.
Yeah,
and, like,
those places are pretty.
even on that, like, I would have it and be like, huh, this tastes interesting, but I don't know if it tastes like human or not. It's like I can't really judge it.
Yeah, that is the thing, is it could just taste like a different thing. You're like, well, I don't. Confirmed by Ted Bundy. Was he the one I ate?
Yeah, Ted Bundy ate people.
I thought, right?
Yeah.
I want to make sure, because at this point, like, so many. I'm not much for this. I'm not into that as much, but I've heard a lot of the names, and I'm like, they've started to mix up in my head.
Ted Bundy was one of them. He was played by Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, he's. Oh my God, Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy wasn't that attractive.
No.
Just putting that out there. But here's my next question.
Yes.
If I were to give you some Hufu and another meat and told you it was sourced ethically and no one was truly harmed and it is people, would you be my taste tester and compare and contrast?
I don't think so.
What if it was...
I don't...
What if it was my meat that I gave you? Like, I found a way to take a chunk out of, like, I don't know, what part of a human would taste good?
To be
The
fair,
bicep? probably the leg.
Yeah, it's gonna be your hamstring.
I found a way to take a chunk out of my hamstring, and I cooked it up perfectly well. However, the best human is supposed to be cooked. And I gave you that and some hufu.
I mean, to be fair,
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I probably would, only because I feel like I'd be wasting your sacrifice of like, why the fuck did you do this? But like, I guess like I don't want you to waste it, so we might as well know.
Yeah,
bros for life.
Bros for life. I'd eat your meat.
Speaking of cannibalism,
Yeah.
so favorite. Like, do you imagine like way back in like the Aztec shit and the Mecca shit, like, or not Mecca, Olmecs and stuff,
like tribal stuff, yeah.
Yeah, when they used to just sacrifice people for sun in good weather and farms. I almost wonder, like, because they must have had like funny slang.
Yeah, they had to have had slang.
And there has to be some like specialist out there that's like, he's a linguist, but he also knows like a bunch of random slang that they found in spots. But I don't know, because like I don't know how much like actual physically written text there are, as much as it's just the pictures. I've never looked into it as much, but I thought that'd be fucking hilarious. If
I'd
like,
have to look into it more, but there was
there's just like what is the Aztec version of the DX Suck It?
that. Do you think the Aztecs had dabs?
Yeah, like who was dabbing on someone after they like
on the haters?
After they wanted it, like kicked the ball through the whole game in the wall.
I forgot what that was called.
Yeah, where they kick it way up high. Yeah,
into the circle.
He was like, he did it, and he's just fucking like, yeah, bitch.
Well, weren't the winners sacrificed in that game?
Yeah.
So like,
no, the losers.
I was pretty certain it was the winners that were. Yeah, because they were the mightiest warrior.
Maybe
it was like an honor to get I'm,
I thought they just sacrificed fucking virgins because they were losers.
I'd have to look more into it. I don't think it was just virgins. Virgins were like white people sacrifices because white people are crazy.
They must be clean.
What would the I don't even want to say Aztec because I might be getting the culture wrong. But what would their dab look like? Because they are losing their head, so maybe it was just the same where they're like rolling down.
You know what was really funny?
There's also video footage of me dabbing now.
This is a really fucked up joke I thought about at work.
Put it on the air, my guy.
Yeah. So like, you know what's really bad? What would be really bad if like if you have someone that has like the right leg like cut off at the knee where they have like just a prosthetic there, and then their like left arm is amputated, so they're like opposite limbed.
Edward Elric.
Yeah. If you like,
someone's gonna get that reference. I hope they do.
If you like kick out the like prosthetic, and then they lean against the wall like this, is it called a slash?
Jesus.
I'm like, I don't know where that even came from. I was like, it's one of those things that hit me, and I was just like, God damn it. Why would I, what are those like the benign random like jokes that come to my head, and like, why are those?
It's similar to intrusive thoughts, but it's not an intrusive thought. Fuck, man. The worst one I had, intrusive thoughts speaking wise, was I don't know why I'm playing with the microphone.
It's still so bad and funny to me.
Fuck.
I'm gonna end up losing a leg.
We both will. You lose the left one, I'll lose the right one. And we'll
We're a
just
team.
we'll do a tripod race. Just oh, actually, that brings me back to the cannibalism thing.
Oh.
If I were to lose a limb, that is how I would give you some of the meat.
That's fair. Who do you think? No, I'm kidding. Like, we can get to join us, but no.
I'm sure I could get some people to eat my meat.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
Let me know in the comments if you'd eat my meat.
would you try?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's got to be pot roast style.
Yeah.
Some kind of a stew. Because it's depending on, like...
I've been told that it tastes like pork. So it's a similar
Cured.
texture, I guess. Yeah. You know. Maybe we have the best bacon.
We are going to cure... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take your leg, we're going to cure it in a smokehouse like you would bacon, and then we're going to put it on that hook thing where you just do the little thin slices of like pastrami looking shit. And not the prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
It's just fucking... It's
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Go get a slice of Mike on there so we have some provolone.
Have some prosciutto. Oh my gosh.
Dude, legitimately though, if for whatever reason I lose a limb, we're making a 2 drunk episode.
Prosciutto.
We're gonna make a 2 drunk episode where we cook my arm. Just gotta remember, if I'm like sitting in the hospital and they're like, "We're gonna have to amputate," be like, "Wait, he wants you to save some of it."
We like, well, how much? The whole arm.
As much as you can.
We're gonna smoke it.
We're gonna have a taste test
Before every incredibly difficultly dangerous stunt.
Yeah,
We'll just build
Side of whatever.
we're just gonna build a shed. It's just forever set up on accident to just be like, all right, fuck, I could just, oh, I'm sorry, Edie, just, there we go.
Make it
Hang
happen.
it there.
Make
And
it
just like turn it into smokehouse and like, what are you doing? I'm like, what I promised. And this,
I promised this man that I would eat his meat.
and I'm just like, I get the call, they're like, he's good. And I'm like, all right, well, he's got about 3 hours.
Call you from the hospital. Did you save me a plate?
I'm gonna bring it over. You're just your amputee cutoff is just a what is it when you just going in and out? Fucking forgot the term.
I don't know what you mean.
Where it's just like basic. It's a day. It's a day of procedure.
Oh, like
People are yelling.
Yep. People are yelling about what it is. Yep. It's not us. I should know what it is because I worked on that floor.
So I'm like, I'm looking to you, bud. When you
It's not outpatient.
outpatient.
Is it?
Yeah,
outpatient?
it's outpatient. That's just like an outpatient. They're just
Yeah.
like, all right, we're just gonna like sew
In
it
and
on
out.
up, and then just like, all right, you come back home. And you're just like, well, it looks interesting. And you're like, I'm gonna eat the pizza.
I would want to be a deli sandwich.
Yeah. I guess, like, yeah, if I had to choose what I'd want to put my meat on, it'd be, like, either a deli sandwich or just, like, a really good, like, steak style grilled.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
make me a panini. A padini.
Ooh, a patiti. Oh, God. Mine doesn't have a good name.
I'll figure something out for yours.
Brandini.
No, you'd be a cocktail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't do a cocktail with meat. A meat tail.
I feel
That's
like
rough.
you'd have to be like a spaghetti because they got the weird
Like a
terms for it.
bolognese type thing.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you'd be a Brandonaise.
Brandonese.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, on that note, thank you for rising.
You always catch me off guard when you're in the episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for listening.
Commenting, subscribing.
We appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, send us an email. What was the email? If you remember, we'll put it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments.
You have to remember. We'll remember that or something. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Have
also,
a good week.
Check out the TikTok if you don't want to watch the full episodes. We're going to be putting some clips on there here and there.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.